Hey there, it's J-Rod here for Rich Retirement TV, joined by Zach Scheidt. How are you, man?
Hello, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Great, great. We're going to tackle a topic, a really great topic here. I'm so glad that we've got this on the books. If you could buy only one stock and hold it for 20 years, what would it be? Zach, what's your
Um,
stock?
so yeah, this has to be something that you have a lot of confidence in, a robust type of a business that's gonna be sustained for a long period of time. And so there's a lot of things that you have to think about if you're going to make a really long-term commitment like this. The stock that comes to mind for me is Blackstone, or the Blackstone Group, ticker BX. And this has been one of my favorites for a long time. Jonathan, you've heard me talk about this company many, many times. And it actually goes back to my days as a hedge fund manager. So Blackstone is a hedge fund manager to some extent. They're known as a private equity company. And Blackstone basically takes a lot of money from the rich and famous, from pensions, from endowments, from institutional investors, and they take that money and they invest it for their clients. Now, Blackstone has a really unique setup where, like many other private equity companies, much of the investments that Blackstone does generates profits from three different ways. So Blackstone charges a management fee, which means that they get paid no matter what happens because they're in charge of managing the money. Second, they charge what's known as an incentive allocation, or basically a participation of profits. So if they make money for their customers, Blackstone gets to keep a portion of that money for their customers. And then the third way that they make money is that Blackstone invests their own capital alongside their customers' capital. So if they make money for their customers, they're also making money for their own money that they invested. So it's a really robust strategy that does well in good times and in bad, because they've always got that management fee, regardless of how they do in the market. And Blackstone is in the enviable position of being just one of the most popular private equity firms, and companies are dying to put money with Blackstone. So they've got hundreds of millions of dollars available to invest in any opportunity that the market gives them. They generate profits from those, and then they pay great dividends. So if we invest in shares of Blackstone, BX right now, we participate in all of those profits, and we get paid quarterly, quarter after quarter after quarter, and those payments add up. So this is a great, robust company that I would stick with for a long time. What about you? Is there a particular name that comes to mind for you?
Yeah, and I love stocks with a great track record of growth. Typically the stocks have done very well, are going to continue to do well, especially in, can you guess, the technology space.
Why am I not surprised?
I love it. The company I love is Axon Enterprises. They're best way to think of them is law enforcement technology. They specialize in non-lethal weapons like tasers. They actually used to be called taser. They also make body cams, and their big claim to fame is a cloud software system that connects all of the body cams together and creates, gives law enforcement departments the ability to just have all the camera data come in real time, evidence management, whole lot of stuff. It's really the one company for modern law enforcement. And we talk about capital. You and I are on the same page. I love companies that are that have capital. They're using it effectively. The stock is up in the last 10 years more than 2,000%. They've got their sales growth just over the last 10 years. 20 plus percent clip. That's growth, and they're continuing to sign on, new departments. They've got Baltimore, where St. Paul Research is located, Atlanta, where you're located. They've got the majority of metropolitan cities under their belt. They have very little competition. I think Motorola right now is their biggest competition. So very, very wide moat, a lot of growth, and really when you talk about in the space right now. Great company that's no matter what happens with the election, whether Republicans win, Democrats win, whatever. This is a company that's supported by both factions of American politics. So little red tape stands between them and a lot of growth.
I love it. So real quick, what's the ticker for it?
AAXN.
AAXN. Yep, good stock. Well, yeah, that's great. So for Rich Retirement TV, I'm Zach Scheidt. This is our head of research, J. Rod. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back to you soon.